Well, a week ago, our top 10 for the great race for NL MVP looked like this. Ellie De La Cruz barely hanging on at number 10. Rafi Devers was at 8. Paul Skeens at 7. PCA, he had a bad week. He went 1 for 21 this past week. Is he even in our top 10? There's only one way to find out. Let's start counting it down. We have our first tie ever on our great race. Rafi Devers and Willie Adames.
Well, they're both playing great. They got the Giants back in it. And right when you think they're going to be taking off even more, the Dodgers smacked them. But these two have really turned it around.
And Willie Adames, ice cold the first 2 months that he has heated up at the right time.
How good are you feeling if you're Buster Posey moving forward?
Oh, no doubt. Number 9, Corbin Carroll.
We don't talk about him enough. He is single-handedly, offensively carrying the Diamondbacks and keeping them relevant. They're still in this with 2 weeks to go. Likely no, probable yes. But if he continues to hit, they've got a chance.
Likely a 30-30 season for the right fielder of the Arizona Diamondbacks. At number 8, we find Manny Machado.
Well, you knew Manny was going to get on the board eventually. He jumped on last week. He continued on. The team needs him. This is the run right now in September as the Padres are trying to fight themselves into the postseason.
They're only 2.5 games behind the Dodgers for first place in the NL West. Manny, a big reason why. Number 7, Bryce Terang of the Brewers.
Bryce Terang. Listen, this Brewer team started out the year 0-3, battered by the Yankees. They have picked it up. Best record in baseball, showing no signs of slowing down. He, along with about 4 or 5 of his other teammates, there's some power, and they can run. A lot of good everyday players.
Speaking of teammates, Christian Yelich is one spot in front of him.
Well, he's the straw that stirs the drink, so to speak, still a saying from way back in the day. But he is, where he goes and plays, and he's playing with the bad back to shut him down just for a little bit. That's why he fell off the board. Looks like he's healthy. Back in it.
Christian Yelich at number 6. At number 5, Geraldo Perdomo. When you look at the resurgence of the Arizona Diamondbacks, another week where he had 2 or 3 home runs, the shortstop of the Snakes is a vital reason why they're still in the mix for the NL wild card. Now, at number 4, a guy that's not in the mix for a postseason, but if his team was, he would be a legit MVP candidate.
Best pitcher in the game of baseball right now. He'll be pitching tomorrow night against the Cubs at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. He leads just about every big category in the National League starting pitcher. Best pitcher in the game right now.
1.92 ERA for Paul Skeens. So once again, the top 3 for NL MVP frontrunner belongs to Soto, Ohtani, and Schwarber. You see their numbers on the screen. I know the Mets are fading and Mets fans are rolling their eyes right now, but Juan Soto is one of the top. Statistically, he's doing his job. Dan Plesac, you have to do your job.
Let's do the race. I'm ready.
Race. Here we go.
We've got the same 3 suspects, a short 3-furlong sprint. Here we go. Racing! Get that gate open, pop that latch, there goes Ohtani. Schwarber down along the inside. Get your cameras out. It's a Soto photo down along the rail. Here comes Schwarber, here comes Ohtani! Ohtani!
Number 1 again.
Did it again.
Wow! Shohei Ohtani.
Schwarber had 4 homer game last week. That's why he
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
he cooled off a bit, but he had a nice week.
49 bombs from Ohtani. You kidding me?
And he's pitching. I mean, at the end of the day, the fact that he's proving that he is a beast on the mound does add incredible value. Take a look at his offensive numbers by itself merits being in the top 3, but Ohtani now pitching for the Dodgers.
I love the line games played across the board. Now, the 2 guys on the left, DHing. But Juan Soto has been getting dinged all year. The guy has posted up 148 games, 40 home runs. I mean, this guy is
Mets got what they paid for.
Paid him to do.
Maybe more because he's stealing bags.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
32 stolen bases for Juan Soto. Hey, folks, now it's time for your electric play of the week. We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Our Homer Hunches, the previous segment, we just got word that O'Neal Cruz is not in the lineup on Clemente Day in Pittsburgh. So Harold Reynolds, being the true professional that he is, has on the fly made an adjustment to his Homer Hunch.
I went to my cousin, Brian.
Brian
said,
Reynolds.
hey, he's playing right field, Clemente Day. I'm sticking with him. Let's go, cuz. Go get him. Cousin from the other side of the family.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Wow. I am a bit surprised that O'Neal Cruz,
How's he not in the lineup?
Especially when Harold picked him, he maybe
thought
maybe a little bit of peer pressure. Guys will get on him like, I want to be back in that lineup. Harold went with me tonight.
Honestly, I would have went every Latin player is playing today.
There's nothing wrong with that. And they'd be, honored to do it because of the way they view the great Roberto Clemente.
Yes, especially in Pittsburgh. And everybody's wearing number 21. And so you want to wear the number 21 when you're playing to honor him. Every Latin player is in the lineup. They're not winning a title. Every one of you playing today. We'll figure it out. You play second, you're playing short today. You're getting in the lineup.
Yeah. Anyway, Harold, terrific job making an adjustment. All right, now it's time for your NL Player of the Week, presented by Chevrolet. Look at Mookie Betts. You know what's funny? Mookie had a big grand slam on the same night. Harold predicted him.
I picked him
to go deep. And Mookie, 10 RBIs in 6 games, 4 in that one swing. Mookie on a tear right now. And Mookie Betts, for the second consecutive year, is the Dodgers nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award, and Mookie joins us now live in the National Pregame Show. Mookie, congratulations for being a nominee once again.
Congrats, Mook!
Yes, man.
Thanks, guys.
We know you do great work with your 50/50 Foundation. For folks at home that don't know how much effort you're pouring into that foundation, walk us through what you and your beautiful wife, Bree, are doing to really help so many people.
Yeah, we try and do everything. We try and just give opportunities that kids may not have, just going through everyday life with teaching them about nutrition, teaching them about mental and physical health, and then financial literacy. You know, these are things that some parents may not know and may not be able to pass on to the next generation. And so I just feel like me and my wife and my brains behind everything. That's all we want to do is just spread opportunity.
Hey, Mook, it's Harold here. You guys have done so much, and you always do. But I think the one thing that engages you, you're not 6'5", you're not 6'6".
Man.
When you walk in a room and kids see you, they probably go, man, he's how big? I can do that. Do you get that feeling at all when you get a chance to be around a lot of youngsters? I know I did. I'm only 5'10".
Yeah, they remind me all the time that I'm small. Half the kids are bigger than I am, and they're 15, 16 years old. So, if I can be that little ray of hope, ray of sunshine, to just so they know that they don't have to be necessarily Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani to be successful in baseball, but really in life in general.
Hey, Mookie, it's Dan. You started doing your off-the-field work with a lot of foundations. Started in Boston, you carried it over to Los Angeles. Do you get a lot of satisfaction when you see the joy and the positivity you can bring to the communities that you live in and you played in?
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes I don't really realize the effect that, just giving gloves or really just sending smiles, just smiles and saying hello. You never really realize how much of effect that has on kids. And so being able to, God bless me with the ability and the platform to spread love and spread knowledge. And so I'm just trying to do my part.
Hey, Mook, I got to ask you, you have kids yourself. Going to the hospitals was always the hardest thing for me. And when you have kids, it makes it even tougher. What's been one of the most challenging visits for you to walk away that's like a tearjerker for you? Is that close?
Yeah, going to the hospital sometimes and you see the terminally ill kids that probably won't make it out. That stuff is hard. It gets really, really hard to go talk to them just because sometimes you just don't really know what to say. Words of encouragement are almost like a negative in a certain way. So, it's really important just to be there, be present, maybe create a moment that they'll remember, that's really it. But some of these the visits with the kids that have stage 4 cancer and whatnot, that stuff's really hard, and it just puts perspective on life.
Tell you what, I'm older than you, and I'm just going to give you some encouragement. Keep doing it, and as you get older, you're going to have so many people coming back to you going, you made my kid's moment. And that's why you guys do it. That's why the players do it. So I know it's tough. Continue doing. You're making a huge impact. And
no doubt. Awesome. No doubt. And Mook, you're always one of our favorites, and you're a very busy man. Last year, you were part of the Vegas festivities for all MLB. This year, You're a co-host with Roy Wood.
What?
Yeah, of the MLB Awards show
yeah.
presented by MGM Rewards. How excited are you to co-host this event?
I'm super excited about that, man. Like, this is it's not something I necessarily dreamed about, but you know, my move when I got traded from Boston to LA, I didn't really realize that me being behind the camera kind of felt like home. And so when I do my podcast and I come on the show with you guys and I get to talk and be behind the camera, it feels I'm comfortable with it. And so I feel like the next step in life for me is to start maybe hosting some TV shows, some game shows, all MLB award show. And so things like that I feel like are they weren't dreams of mine now, but now they are.
That is so cool, Mook. Hey, I want to ask you about what the dream is happening right now as a Dodger fan. Mookie Betts is hot. So how did you get rolling so well? What'd you do? Any adjustments you make along the way, or what?
Whew, there's been a lot of adjustments. I think, you know, losing the weight early, this is not an excuse, but losing the weight early kind of hurt me in the sense that I was just trying to manufacture the power, manufacture being myself, and I wasn't. And so, you know, when I just didn't really know how to handle it, didn't know how to handle not being myself, and so I was trying my hardest all season, and eventually I just said forget it and just trying to help the team win. Just do what you can to help the team win. If you get a hit, cool. If you don't, cool. Go make a play. And things just eventually started to turn.
Yeah, it didn't hurt having a cheeseburger here and there, huh? Put some weight
That
back
did
on.
help. That did help. That did help.
You know, Mookie, since we have you, a former MVP, we keep going back and forth on what the term of the most valuable player really is. We do have an award for most outstanding offensive player. It's the Hank Aaron Award, right? But it should be, I'm assuming, the totality of what you bring to the table, which you do on both sides of the ball. Both of these players are incredible baseball players, Aaron Judge and Cal Raleigh. But to see a catcher with over 50 home runs, I'm immediately thinking value. There's incredible value there. How do you define the most valuable player award? And of that, in that conversation, Raleigh and Judge, where do you stand on it?
You know, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. Is the value that you bring each and every night. I mean, you know, Kyle does so much with handling a pitching staff. That's nowadays catchers, that's essentially their only job, and so he's doing it on both sides of the ball, handling the pitching staff and carrying the offense. So that's a lot in itself. That's, you know, you can't even place value on that. And then what Judge brings to the Yankees, man, you can't explain it just because it's not just on the field for him. You know, I think he's their captain off the field as well. With you know, he has so much love and respect from all those guys. And they show up every day. He gets them going. I mean, that's value that you can't really explain in itself as well. So, I mean, I'm not here to vote and to try and divide one way or the other. But you know, it's really just kind of how you see it. You know, there's so many different perspectives on it. But for me, I mean, they're both invaluable. Like there's no way to place value on what they bring to the table, and they're both having amazing seasons.
That was so good, Mookie, because you opened my eyes to something I didn't think about, which is leadership and the media pressure that Aaron Judge has to carry, that the rest of his teammates, even though many stars are on that team as well, aren't carrying at the same level as Aaron Judge. And that leadership is incredibly valuable. That is terrific, Mookie.
Well, and East Coast baseball is different. Mookie's been there. He knows, but we'll leave that alone.
Really, really good, Mookie. Really
That was
awesome.
a good answer,
Hey,
man.
Mookie, we love having you on. You're amazing at this, as you were just talking about. We look forward to hanging out with you in Vegas. That's going to be incredible to watch. And keep swinging it, man. You're fun to watch. Thanks, Mookie.
Congrats on the Clemente,
Thank
Mook.
you guys.
Congrats.
Yes, sir.
Hope
Thank you
you're
guys.
an eventual winner of that. Congrats.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Mookie, thank you.